All right, no filter MMA family. This is your boy BJ back with another video short, guy. I mean, this ain't no video short. This is a live rant session. This is a live rant session, guys. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. This is a live rant session, man. What's up with the championship judging, man? I mean, hold on. Let me get my stuff going here, man. Let me get my shit going here so I can hear myself. Cause if I can't hear myself, there we go. All right, so I'm back, guys. This is wild, and this needs to be addressed. This needs to be addressed. Man, what the hell happened last night in the Max Holloway Alexander Volkanovski fight? What the hell happened there? What the hell was up with that? What the hell was up with that, man? Guys, I want to talk about this, man, because I want to talk about the stark contrast between the first fight and the second fight. The first fight and the second fight with Max and Alexander Volkanovski was very, very different. Two totally different fights, you know. And in the first fight, we seen the powerful, the more meaningful punches, the more powerful, more cleaner, more effective strikes were coming from Alexander Volkanovski. You know, y'all know I got to roll up for this one. Y'all know I got to roll up for this one. So, um, yeah, Alexander Volkanovski, man. Max Holloway had. I seen Alexander Volkanovski backpedaling. I seen Alexander Volkanovski not wanting to, not really. He didn't really. It was points in the fight where Max Holloway was the one being he was the offensive guy. He was the one pressing the action. He was the one pushing forward. And when he dropped Alexander Volkanovski, man, he dropped him in two different rounds. You know what I'm saying? And Max Holloway was the one coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Putting on the pressure. He had Volkanovski backing up. Um, you know what I'm saying? It was to me, I feel like the fight, man, I just feel like, when it comes to judging a championship fight, man, you know, if the champion looks strong in the last part of the fight, if the champion looks strong, what's up, Marcus Bell? Salute, man. To me, if the champion looks strong toward the end of the fight, they always nod the champion. Or if you don't finish the champion, you know, they don't nod it. Like, I mean, let's think about this fight. I mean, you think about Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Weili Zhang. You can arguably say Joanna got robbed in that fight just because she didn't put away Weili Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Landed more strikes than Weili Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Did more activity than Weili Zhang, but lost the fight because Weili was a champion. The question here, guys, is judging is championship judging always in favor of the champ? Can we put it like that? Can we think about this, guy? Is championship judging always in favor of the champ? Yes, Marcus Bell. Yes, Marcus Bell. Man, this was a robbery, bro. What is up with these former champions getting robbed? What is up with that? These former champions get robbed. Joanna Jędrzejczyk got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Max Holloway, now we know, got robbed. Max got robbed, man. Max Holloway, 150% got robbed. It's crazy. This is crazy, man. Like championship judging. I mean, even Dana White had to say something about the judging in this fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People, even Dana White said, we're gonna have to do something about the referees and the judging here on Fight Island. And the reason he said that is because the Jose Aldo fight should have been stopped. Jose was taking a beating in there. That fight should have been stopped. And a little bit more interesting. Yeah. Um, yeah, Rose and Jessica was a great fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Rose did well, in the early part of the fight. It was Jessica Andrade who was pouring it on at the end of the fight. hmm But when you think about Rose, oh, that gas got me, y'all. Man, Jessica Andrade, Taylor. Oh boy, my boy Taylor Loader is in the building, boy. Give a shout out to my boy Taylor Loader, winning with Taylor Loader. What's up, my brother? Um, man, Rose. Dude. Speaking of Rose Andrade, let me talk about what impressed me a lot in that fight was the head movement of Jessica Andrade, man. Jessica Andrade made the adjustments from the first fight. She didn't come out with the same game plan that she had in the first fight. Andrade come out moving her fucking head, man. I mean, I this is the most impressive. That was actually the most impressive. Right? Yeah, yeah. Jessica Andrade. This was the most impressed I've seen. The impressed I was with Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Andrade came out. She came out with the head movement. I mean, her striking looked clean and it looked crisp and it wasn't wild and it was calculated. You know what I'm saying? She negated, yeah, Taylor. I was just getting ready to say she negated the striking techniques that Rose Namajunas, being as solid of a striker as Rose is, she negated some of that. Um, she didn't allow Rose Namajunas to get off some of them strikes that Rose can get off. You know what I'm saying? So it was wild, man. It was wild. Jessica Andrade looked great, but Rose did a good job of, even though Jessica was ducking and dodging a lot of those shots, the jab was making it through. You know what I'm saying? Rose, man, Rose. I'm telling you guys, Rose has a beautiful jab. The jab is a beautiful weapon that I'm starting to see being used more and more and more on these powerful strikers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was wild, man. She Rose stuck that quick fast jab in there. And the thing about Rose's jab has a lot of pop behind it. Rose Namajunas' jab has a lot of behind it, and that and it was able to fend Jessica Andrade off. But when as the fight progressed on, Jessica Andrade, rocking Rose, man. Um, yeah, man. I mean, that could very well be the case for sure, man. She could have some skills in there, but just Rose Namajunas, man, was getting rocked toward the end of that fight, man. I mean, I seen a couple of times Rose getting hit, man. Rose was getting busted up. Jessica Andrade was starting to let loose, and we seen the old Jessica Andrade coming out. We seen the Carolina Kovacevic, Jessica Andrade. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, just throwing bombs and hitting Rose. See, that's the thing that worries me about Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I wonder, like, can Rose be in that type of fight with Weili Zhang? Can Rose handle that type of fight coming from Weili Zhang? Because Weili gonna fight like something like that, sort of like that. I think Weili is just a better version of Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm saying? But if Andrade, um, I mean, if Rose gets in there with Weili and has to fight that slugger type fight, if she's forced to fight that slugger type fight, I feel Rose can't take a lot of damage like Joanna can. Like, she can't swim in those waters like that, because as we seen last night, Andrade almost finished Rose a couple of times in that third round. Let's look at these comment section. Zhang and Rose is up next, and Zhang will have the task in front of her. Yeah, but can Rose swim in them waters that Joanna and JJ swam in? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the questions that I need to be asked. Like, can Tatiana Suarez swim in those waters that Joanna and Weili can swim in? Those are the questions that need to be answered. You know, Rose can't beat Zhang like that. If she tries to stand and trade with Zhang, it's over inside 2 rounds. Yeah, Taylor, that's what I'm saying. Like, Rose can't. I don't know if Rose can hang with them. I don't know if Tatiana can. If Tatiana is forced to stand and trade, a healthy Tatiana is forced to stand and trade with uh Whaley Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Like, can Tatiana swim in the waters? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get, the champion, Whaley Zhang being the champion at 115 pounds, man. Whaley Zhang is a tank. You know what I'm saying? Tatiana always has the wrestling fallback on. Rose's ground game isn't as polished as Tatiana. That's true. That's true, Taylor. Rose's ground game is not as good as Tatiana Suarez's. But if Whaley, or if Whaley can stuff the takedown from Tatiana Suarez, can Tatiana can she fight that type of fight? Because if Whaley comes in your face, you're gonna have to fight Whaley's type of fight. If you Because Whaley, she's a fast little dude. I like Whaley Zane. I'm starting to like Whaley more and more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to like Whaley. Because Whaley is a little fucking tank. Like, Whaley is a little fucking tank, man, and she comes forward and she fights. I like Whaley. You know what I'm saying? But I also like Tatiana Suarez. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just don't feel like Rose. I don't know. I feel like Rose can't swim in those type of waters, man. And I don't know if Tatiana Suarez can. You know what I'm saying? Because, Tatiana has a powerful left hand, but can she throw it like you would have to throw it in a fight with Weili Zhang? Tatiana, I feel like, would take an Usman approach to that fight. If she got hurt, she would just hold her against the cage and release and throw some punches, then dive back on those legs. Yeah. Um, Amanda Ribas is ready for a ranked opponent, and Tisha Torres could be next. Well, Tisha Torres is the gatekeeper at 115 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but hey, she is the gatekeeper, so it wouldn't surprise me if Tisha Torres, if they put Amanda Ribas. And speaking of Amanda Ribas, dude, Amanda Ribas went in there and fucking destroyed Paige Van Zandt last night. I mean, what was up with that? What was up? I mean, just look at. I mean, I'm not even gonna laugh at Paige, because Paige, um, dog, I'm with you. Whaley is a gangster. She grows me more and more able. Dude, I love Whaley, bro. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Marcus Bell. Whaley's starting to grow on me, but you can't help but like Whaley. You can't help but like Whaley Zhang. You know what I'm saying? But I also like Tatiana Suarez, and Tatiana Suarez's style, and I like Rose, and I like Rose. I mean, guys, we gotta. I mean, Rose, the jab of Rose Namajunas is a work of art, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Rose Namajunas has one of the best jabs in the strawweight division. You know, Rose puts that jab to work, and Pat Barry, you could just hear Pat Barry in her corner just pushing Rose and pushing Rose. And when Rose was in that dark place, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Rose was in that dark place in that third round, you just hear Pat just pushing Rose to stick to the game plan. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. That is how a corner guides you and navigates you through those deep waters. You know what I'm saying? Because Pat Barry was fucking. You could tell that Pat Barry. People talked a lot of shit about Rose and Pat Barry, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about Rose and Pat Barry. Rose and Pat Barry are on the same wavelength. They're two pieces to a puzzle, guys. I'm telling you. They're two halves of a whole. Pat Barry and Rose Namajunas are two halves of a whole. They are. I mean, they just flow, man. It just flows so well with them, and you can just hear Pat guiding Rose through those dark waters, man. I absolutely love that, dude. That was one of the best moments of the entire fight. That was one of the best moments of the entire fight, is when it's hearing these corners. If there was a crowd there, we wouldn't have been able to hear those corners. You know, he just pushed Rose, and he pushed Rose, and Rose responded, and Rose stuck to the game plan. It was fucking amazing, guys. But anyways, Amanda Rebus goes out here, dude. Paige Van Zant okay, guys. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm gonna talk as if I'm not no filter MMA. Okay, I'm gonna talk as if I'm not no filter MMA, and I don't think the way I think. Why did Paige Van Zandt take the harder fights? She took the harder fight. Amanda grabbed Paige like she was trying to choke a chick. Dude, Amanda Rebus became a star last night. She became a star last night, destroying Paige Van Zandt in the first round like that. And Dana White threw some shade at Paige Van. He was like, "You're inconsistent. You don't fight, and you come out and you get shut out in the first round. It definitely explore your free agency, honey. Explore your free agency." That's what he said. But I mean, so back to playing devil's advocate, guys. Why did she take the harder of the fights that was offered to her? Of the girls who called her out, okay, if I was Paige, I wouldn't take a fight with Macy Barber either. I mean, I fully get why she did not take a fight with Macy Barber. Macy Barber would have destroyed Paige Van Zandt. Okay, Montana De La Rosa called out Paige Van Zandt. She didn't take that fight. Jillian Robertson called out Paige Van Zandt. She didn't want that fight. And then she goes and takes a fight with Amanda Rebus, who's a fucking savage. You know what I'm saying? No, I can't call her a savage. She's an animal. She's an animal. And she went out there and took a fight with Amanda Rebus. Now back to being no filter MMA, as I know Amanda Rebus is definitely not a harder fight than Macy Barber. She's not a harder fight than Jillian or Montana De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? But Amanda Rebus put Paige Van Zandt down like it was nothing. Like, was Paige even in the fight? Was Paige even there? That was a ghost of Paige Van Zandt, guys. That was the ghost of Paige Van Zandt. That wasn't Paige of time past. That was a ghost of Paige Van Zandt, guys. Paige looked like garbage. She looked like garbage in there last night. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. And I'm telling you, all those girls finished Paige. Absolutely, every last one of them, Taylor. Every last one of them. And I'm telling you, Paige gonna go over there, and she try to go to Bellator and fuck with Bellator. She gonna get her ass whooped. Juliana Vasquez, Beta Ardiaga, Emily Ducote. Well, I don't think Emily Ducote fights in Bellator anymore. Alejandra Lara, Elima Lay McFarlane. Them girls gonna beat Kate Jackson. Listen, man, them girls gonna beat the hell out of Paige over at fucking Bellator. So where does Paige go? She's not gonna go to Invicta because that's like a demotion. Is she gonna go to another big? Is she gonna go to one? Is she gonna go to Bellator? What's the deal? Where's Paige going? Trivia question: who handled Jessica Andrade better? A. JJ, B. Rose, or C. Zane? Oh, Marcus Bell. Taylor, bro. Taylor. I need my brother Taylor to help me with that question, bro. Jesus. It's definitely not Rose. Oh no, not Vasquez and Rose. Cheerleading for Paige. What you mean by oh no, not Vasquez and Rose? Dude, Vasquez would beat the hell out of Paige Van Zandt. I mean, all of them girls would beat she ain't gonna be able to go to Bellator and be competitive either. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if she goes back to 115, she gonna have to go down and fight Carrie Melendez. Fight them girls. Nah, man. Nah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Zane too, man. Zane handled Jessica Andrade better than anybody did. But I'd rather have done to me what Zane did to Andrade than to what Joanna did to Andrade. Joanna beat her up over 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's next for Paige, man. Paige, I don't know, man. I mean, because if she would have, she had there was really like nobody she could really beat that was a name. You know what I'm saying? Like she would if she'd have fought Jillian Robinson, Paige going on correction. Oh no, not Vasquez and Paige. Paige get it. Vasquez beat Paige ass. What's up, Arpit? Boy, it's getting ready to get lit on fire in here, boy. Arpit seen them came up in the damn building. Arpit Singh in the building. What's up, man? Arpit Singh in the building. Man, Paige. Yeah, Paige need to go to OnlyFans, bro, because them girls over at Bellator are going to beat Paige ass, too. Joanna made her better since that JJ fight. Jessica never gets tired. She can go and go. Yeah. Now I agree, Taylor. Now shit, that's a valid point, bro. That's dude. See, that's why I only guys. I'm telling you, that's why I only collaborate with the best guys out there, bro. Because shit like what Taylor says, bro. That and, that's very valid, bro. And that she learned a lot from that fight because she gassed in that fight. She gassed in that fight. That's good, Arthur. Saying good to know you're doing well, man. Halfway across the world. But yeah, man. It's gonna be hard for who does Rose fight next? Does Rose get a title shot next? Does Rose get a title shot, or does Rose fight Tatiana Suarez? Because who wins in that fight with Tatiana Suarez and Rose? You know what I'm saying? Marcus Bell said, "How the hell did police lose?" Dude, because Felice Herrig is. Nah, I ain't gonna say it, man. Nah, I ain't gonna say it, dude. Dude, because how did Rachel Ostovich lose to Paige Van Zandt, dude? Rachel Ostovich was beating Paige ass, and Paige got a luck. See, I ain't gonna call it lucky, but she caught that arm bar. You know what I'm saying? Like Rachel Ostovich definitely should have won that fight. Kamaru Usman, yeah, man, that was a beautiful fight. That was a beautiful fight. But I was very interested to see what Gilbert Burns was gonna do with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really gonna see. I was interested to see. That was a good fight, and Kamaru Usman fought the fight that he needed to fight. He knew that Jorge had cut that weight fast. Take him down. You are a wrestler, bro. People are expecting Kamaru Usman to not do what he is trained to do. He's trained to fight. Yeah, Gilbert Burns for sure. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, but Kamar Usman went in there and did what he had to do against Jorge Masvidal. He went in there and he took him down, and he methodically, you know what I'm saying, won that fight. That's what he was supposed to do, guys. That's what he was supposed to do. As much as I wanted Jorge Masvidal to win that fight, it is what it is. Kamal Usman is a champion for a reason. Like I said, I was pushing for Jorge Masvidal in that fight, but I knew very well that fight could have went exactly the way that it went. I mean, MMA fans have to be more logical, man. A lot of MMA fans are just not logical nowadays. They get so mad about how fights turn out. What do you expect? Do you expect Kamal Usman to completely abandon his wrestling and just stand out there and strike? Come on, man. It looks somewhat easy. Yep, you're right, Taylor. That's right. That's right, man. But yeah, man, what does Paige do? She'll probably go to one. You know what I'm saying? She'll probably if she wants to still fight, she'll probably go to one. You know. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. She's gonna go to Bellator. If she go to Bellator, them girls in Bellator gonna beat Paige ass. You know what I'm saying? Valerie Letourneau. Valerie Letourneau is a veteran, man, but Valerie Letourneau is still good. Valerie Letourneau is still good. You know what I'm saying? She's a threat. She's a fighter. She's a banger. She just fought for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Valerie Letourneau is, she go over there and fight them girls, um, Alejandro Lara, Veda Arteaga. They're gonna beat the hell out of Paige Van Zandt, guys. But back to this judging in this Max Holloway fight, man. I mean, that's just crazy, man. That Max went in there and fought the fight that he fought. You know, it's similar to the Dominic Reyes and John Jones fight. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to that. Very, very similar. Um, Marcus Bell said so cheerleading it is. Marcus Bell, you hell, man. You are hell, bro. You are hell, Marcus Bell. Oh boy. Uh, Coach Shelton Harrison sends $5 to the T-shirt fund, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to Coach Shelton Harrison, man. I'm gonna have to put up how much has been. raised so far. So I'm gonna put that up here, right up under where it says No Filter MMA T-shirt fund. I'm gonna put how much has been raised so far, guys, and the goal is $100. So that's how much it's gonna cost me to ship out these shirts. Shout out to Coach in the comment section. Yes, sir. Judging was bad. Judging was very bad, man. So where does Max go from here? Who does Max fight? Does he fight the winner of Zabit Yair? You know what I'm saying? Or does the winner of Zabit Yair fight for the belt? You know what I'm saying? Does Zabit Yair fight for the belt? I believe Zabit Yair, the winner of that, should fight for the belt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just be fucking honest here. I mean, imagine if Yair goes out here and beats Zabit and fights Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski, oh, yes, sir, we can get it to 100, coach. Yes, sir. Alexander Volkanovski, I don't see him beating Yair Rodriguez, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Um, Paige can be a host of American Ninja Warrior TV show. He said Marcus Bell is roasting on Paige Van Zant, man. Like that just makes me wonder, like, how good was Paige Van Zant? Dude, she lucky she didn't take that. I'm glad she didn't take that fight with Macy Barber, Jillian Robinson, or Montana De La Rosa, because they all savagely called out. They all savagely called out Paige Van Zant, and she was like, nope, 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 nope. But to the consensus MMA word out there, you know what I'm saying? She took the easier fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but to me, in a way, she kind of took the harder fight because Amanda Ribas is a little pit bull, a little Wolverine out here. 3-2 me for Max Holloway. Arpit saying absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. 3-2 Max Holloway. Max Holloway won that fight. And then you go in and you see a fight like Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Weili Zhang. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I thought Joanna Jędrzejczyk won that fight. And, you know, and then if you don't finish the champion nowadays, it's like you have to go out here and do what DC did to Stipe the first fight to significantly take the belt from the champion. Because look at the John Jones Dominic Reyes. Reyes definitely won that fight. Weili Zhang versus Joanna. Joanna won that fight. And now Volkanovski Max Holloway too, and Volkanovski wins that fight. It is what it is. Yeah, Jessica Andrade would be hell at 125. She would be hell at 125. What do you think about Rose versus Jessica? I thought Rose won that fight, Coach. I do, man. I thought Rose won that fight. I thought Rose took a lot of damage in that last round. You know what I'm saying? She wobbled Rose in that last round, but that's always looming in the horizon when you're fighting Jessica Andrade. She can land those big shots, and Rose handled those big shots very well. Coach. But Coach, my question to you would be, you know, I don't think Rose Namajunas can swim in those waters that you know that you have to swim in to fight Weili Zhang. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like Rose can swim in those waters with Weili Zhang because we see what kind of fight Weili Zhang likes to fight. And Weili's very well rounded. She can do more than one thing, but if this fight stays on the feet, Weili gonna try to implement her will in this fight. And we seen that when Rose started taking shots from Jessica Andrade, it wore Rose down. Like the durability level on Rose is not the same as it is with Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Joanna could take them shots from Weili, and Weili could take them shots from Joanna. You know what I'm saying? So the durability, them girls banged it out for 5 rounds. Can Rose sustain her? Can Rose keep her composure swimming in those deep waters like that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Can Tatiana Suarez swim in those deep waters? Like, if Tatiana's takedowns get stuff, can Tatiana swim in those deep waters? That's a huge question here. Yeah, yeah, Rose was almost out. Rose was almost out in that fight, man. Rose was almost out. She was almost out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, very crazy, man. Um, but somebody said something about Rose. I mean, Andrade at 125. Yeah, Zhang gets side 2 rounds against Rose. Yeah, 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 for sure. And I hope everybody ain't. Yeah, I ain't even gonna go there. But uh, what was I getting ready to say? Andrade at 125, man. There's a lot of good fights for her at 125. Um, she would, dude. She could. Jessica Andrade could do very well at 125 pounds. Like, I mean, she has the power. She could. And like the only fighters I see really that would give Andrade big problems at 120. Zhang is sort of like what Andrade. That's what I say, Marcus Bell. She's a better version of Andrade. MMA man is crazy. Rose, KO, Bojangle, and Whaley KO Jessica, but Whaley couldn't KO Bojangle. Right. That's crazy. That's right. Yeah, 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 yeah. MMA math doesn't make sense. But I see like the biggest threats to Andrade if she moved to 125 pounds would be like uh um Coach, wait a minute, let me see what Coach said. Coach just fucked up my attention. Whaley KO Jessica, but Bojangle Check couldn't KO Jessica. Yeah, you're right. Because Yolanda's a volume striker, man. I think that's why. She's not, she's in that same category with like Kunitskaya. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of power, but technical and volume, you know what I'm saying? She's that type of fighter. Um, but the biggest problems for Andrade moving to 125. No, you good, coach. The biggest problems moving to 125 for Andrade, I would say, would be like fighters like Chukagian, um, of course Valentina Shevchenko, but like Chukagian and those distance strikers. You know what I'm saying? Those strikers who point in and out. You know what I'm saying? Leg kicks, body kicks. You know what I'm saying? Those fighters that can stuff a takedown. You know what I'm saying? Those are the fighters that I feel will be the biggest issues for Andrade at 125 pounds. Because we all know, yeah, Jessica was looking good last night, Arthur. You right, man. She was looking good last night. Head movement was on point. Everything was on point. Jessica Andrade looked great last night. That's the best Andrade I've seen in a long time. I'm just being honest here. So, but like at 125, it'd be like Tukagian fighters who use a good jab would fuck up what Andrade tries to do to you. Fighters who can stuff a takedown and stick a good jab, and like I said, Chukagian sticks a good jab. Adarujo sticks a good jab. Antonina sticks a good jab. Montana De La Rosa sticks a good jab. Those fighters who have a solid jab. Um, Even Roxanne Modafferi has a decent jab. You know what I'm saying? So those fighters who stick those jabs um, would be the biggest problem for Jessica Andrade. Now, like Macy Barber or somebody like Macy Barber, ooh, that'd be a good fight. Andrade versus Barber. That'd be a damn good fight. Appreciate it, coach. Appreciate it, coach. Jessica hurt us, BJ. Yeah, she hurt. She had to, man, because Jessica came out. She came out. You know what I'm saying, bobbing and weaving a lot of those shots from Rose Namajunas, man, and she nullified a lot of the striking techniques of Rose Namajunas. She did. So Rose had to go to plans B on some stuff. Rose was at plan B, but Rose held it together, man, and I loved it. I loved it. It was a great fight. It was a beautiful fight from both fighters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Rose and Andrade is a fight that definitely is going to have a trilogy because they're 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a 1-1 thing, and so maybe the next time either one of them have the belt, if they have the belt again, then you can see Rose versus Andrade 3, because that's just a fantastic matchup. It's a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? It's when you say styles make fights, that that's like the personification of styles make fights. Like that fight is like the personification of styles make fights. Let's see here. Let's look at the comments. Jessica fought and won at 135 pounds. Yep, I feel like she can make adjustment for 125. Heard that Lance Palmer is angry. Well, I, I don't think Jessica Andrade can fight at 135 now, because the girls at 135 now are a lot bigger than they used to be. They're a lot bigger than the Ronda Rouseys and the Misha Tates and the Jessica Eyes, and the Sarah McMahons. These girls now, you have the Irene Aldanas, you have the Aspen Lads. Well, Aspen Ladd ain't that much bigger, but she's bigger. Then you have the like I said, the Irina Danyas, the Amanda Nunez's, you have the Yana Kunitskayas. You got the Ketlin Vieiras. You know what I'm saying? You got the Macy Chassones. You got some big girls at 135 pounds. So now I don't think Andrade could do well at 135, but at 125 she could do well. She could do well. Yeah, and yeah, PFL. Yeah, I know. Um, I don't know if I don't know if she could do well on 135 now, but 125 for sure. There's a lot of fights there, and then you have potential matchups like um uh 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 who am I thinking about here? Lauren Murphy. You know what I'm saying? Lauren Murphy has emerged as a threat at 125. Not I wouldn't say Lauren Murphy was a threat to Valentina, but she's a threat to the girls beneath Valentina for sure. Cause she took out Roxanne Modafferi, boy. Woof. She took out Roxanne. She had Roxanne doing the stanky leg. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about 125 today. Well, I guess we can because of Paige and Amanda Rebus, but Amanda Rebus needs to hightail it back down to 115. She can't stay at 125. I mean, she's fighting Paige, who used to be. I mean, but Paige just looked lost in there. She looked kind of like Mackenzie Dern did when Mackenzie Dern came back and fought Amanda Rebus. Like the pressure, man, it was the pressure. Like Amanda Rebus got right up in Paige's face, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch that fight, man, because Paige hit Amanda Rebus with something that busted her nose up. Paige hit Amanda Rebus, and Amanda Rebus was leaking out of her nose. I'm gonna have to go look and see what that was. But Amanda put that pressure on Paige, man. It's them pressure fighters, man. I know at 125 pounds, you can't go in there and be a pressure fighter against Valentina Shevchenko. You know what I'm saying? Valentina responds to pressure, and she responds to pressure very well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lauren did well against Roxanne. But those pressure fighters like Jillian Robertson, you know what I'm saying? The way she put pressure on Courtney Casey. Roxanne Modafferi is a pressure fighter. Macy Barber is a pressure fighter. Viviane Araújo is as well. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, those fighters have a lot of success at 125. They do. They have a lot of success at 125. Those pressure fighters are good, but they're gonna have to tune that shit up before they go in there with Valentina Shevchenko, man. Like Macy Barber, oof. And Macy Barber has a slow starter too. I don't know, man. I don't see a lot of chances against Valentina from Macy Barber. I don't. I like. I mean, Macy Barber can beat a lot of girls, but you know, I just don't see like when you think Macy Barber versus Valentina, it's like I mean, Macy Barber got heavy hands, but her striking just ain't really that good at all. And everybody's like, oh, she knocked out Julian Robinson. I mean, yeah, but Julian Robinson ain't the most technical striker out here either. So it is what it is. So, but Amanda Rebus put that pressure on Paige Van Zant, and Paige didn't know how to respond to it. Like she couldn't swirl around the octagon like she did at 115. You know what I'm saying? She can't swirl around the octagon at 125 pounds. Because even when she fought Rachel Ostovich nullified a lot of that movement by cutting off the octagon and throwing that big right hand and hitting Paige, who's standing straight up in the air. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Rachel Ostovich was beating the hell out of Paige Van Zandt before Paige won that fight. You know what I'm saying? So Paige, man, I mean, like I said, where's Paige gonna go except OnlyFans? That's the only place she going, man. But Paige, man, and then Vanessa Mello, man, they need to kick Vanessa Mello on out of the UFC. I mean, she need to go ahead and just go. Macy is athletic, so makes up for the hoes. True, coach. That's true, man. That's very true. You're right, coach. For Macy to be so big at 125 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Macy is very athletic. You could tell that Macy's an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Macy Barber is like the perfect blend of a fighter and an athlete. So you're right. Yeah, that's I've heard you say that before, and that's very accurate. Um, and see, Jillian Robinson, when she fought Jillian Robinson's not the best athlete. Jillian Robinson is 90% fighter. You know, she's like 85% fighter and then 15% athlete. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she was able to catch Jillian Robinson. So it is what it is. I'm just talking about that. But Paige, it looked like Paige lost a step in there, man. It do. It looked like Paige lost a step. Um, it, it is what it is. But she definitely lost a step, dude. She looked lost in there. She just didn't really do much. Paige just didn't really do much. You know, I don't know where Paige is gonna go. She's like I said, she probably won't go to Invicta. If she's complaining about money, she won't go to Invicta. Who knows? Scott Coker might pay Paige to come over, but who is Paige gonna beat except like a girl that's like 1-0? You know what I'm saying? Like who are they gonna? Who is Paige gonna beat at Bellator? She's not. She probably won't beat. She probably won't beat Beta Arteaga. She probably won't beat Juliana Vasquez. She might. She might not. She definitely probably won't beat Alejandra Lara. You know what I'm saying? She won't beat Kate Jackson. She won't beat Valerie Letourneau. She ain't gonna beat Alima Lay McFarlane. And yeah, you're right, Coach. Jillian got a lot of finishes. You got to look into Jillian Robinson's record, man. And a lot of her, and now she's mixing TKO. She's ground and pounding girls out now. You know what I'm saying? Like Jillian Robertson, late round submissions, you know, TKOs. Jillian Robertson is she's building, man. She's building, and I love it. That's why I love Jillian, man. She's she works very hard. She works very hard, and she's working hard to fill in the holes in her game too. And I just absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. But yeah, man. The questions from here on out. Yeah, man. I think Paige may go Bellator. Coca tripping with pay. Yeah, but he would pay. You know, I mean, he paying Kat Zingano. He paying Chris Cyborg. He paying. He'll probably. He paying Alima Lay. You know what I'm saying? The names, Douglas Lima, the names at Bellator, they get paid. They get paid. They get paid for sure. Ryan Bader getting paid. So Scott Coker got the money. If Scott Coker tripping with money, then he just tripping just to trip. But I mean the questions going forward here, guys, is who the shaping up at 115 pounds. 115 is mixed up again. So, you got Rose back in the winner column. Tatiana is still in limbo here. We don't know what's going on with Tatiana Suarez. Um, so, and then you got Wei Lee. So, who knows? Who knows what's going on? It's like I said, it's gonna be hard to take that belt from Wei Lee Zhang. It's gonna be hard to take that belt from Wei Lee Zhang. Wei Lee Zhang, man, ooh, I was going into this fight with Andrade. My question was like, you know, if this fight is going to be different than the first fight, of course. You know what I'm saying? If Rose comes under fire from Andrade, how is Rose going to handle that? How is Rose going to handle being under fire? And we seen that Rose almost got slept, man. Rose almost got slept. So I mean, she won the fight. Great job, Rose. I was rooting for Rose. But Rose almost got slept, man. Rose almost got slept. So, when Whaley throwing them bombs, them hooks, man, coming in, Whaley is a tank. So we'll see. Maybe if they make the fight with Whaley and Rose, maybe Rose can implement her ground game, her jujitsu. You know what I'm saying? Rose always has that jujitsu. Even though Rose ground game, I mean, her stand up game is solid. Like Rose Namajunas is one of the best strikers in the division, but it's the durability like that has to come with standing on the feet. You know what I'm saying? It's the durability that comes with standing in choosing to stand and trade with a fighter like Wei Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the thing here. Um, so what goes on at 115 pounds? The next question is, where does Paige Van Zandt go? And then the third question here is, does Jose Aldo quit because he got demolished by Peter Yan? Reggie the Tree in the building. What's up, man? Man, boy, Reggie the Tree done stopped through. Arthur Singh done stopped through. Coach Shetton Harrison done stopped through. Uh, um, Marcus Bell in the building. Winning with Taylor Loader in the building. What's up, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all coming through. Um, Coach said I'll send it. Um, yeah, Jose Aldo. What does he do next? Who does he fight next? Does he stay at 135? Who does Max Holloway fight next? Probably, arguably, should be the winner of Zabit. Or maybe the loser of Zabit Yair fights Max Holloway, and the winner fights Alexander Volkanovski. That would be the ideal situation here. That would be the ideal situation here. Hold on. But yeah, that's the ideal situation, guys. Is if the loser fights Max Holloway, the loser of Zabit Yair fight Max, and then the winner, which will be Yair, goes on to fight Alexander Volkanovski. Yair versus Volkanovski, yeesh. And people were talking about, Volkanovski can't be stopped because he used to weigh 214 pounds. I mean, I get that, but um, you know, whoa, 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 whoa. Shout out to my boy winning with Taylor Loader. This guy is a savage. Appreciate it, man. Donated to the No Filter MMA T-shirt fund. Um, this guy just sent $50 to support. Guys, we might be. Let's see. We are uh, we have met the $100 goal. We have met the $100 goal to get these T-shirts shipped out to the fighters over in the UK, for sure. So appreciate everybody who has donated to the No Filter MMA T-shirt fund, guys. It is we have met the goal. We have definitely met the goal. Hold on, let me update this. Uh, let's see. Let's see here. Uh-oh. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys, man. I get to get these fighter kits sent out to Richard Mearns over in the UK. He fights for contenders. He's fought for Cage Warriors. Um, Richard Mearns gets his fighter kit. His twin brother who fights for Bellator, um, Tom Mearns gets his fighter kit. Top UK featherweight, and one of my good friends, um, Scott Butters, comes in, and he's gonna get his fighter kit. He fought for contenders. He fought for Cage Warriors as well. Big circuits over there in the UK. I get to get my shirt sent out to Jillian Robertson, to Bellator's Pretty Boy Anthony Taylor. Dean Thomas gets a T-shirt. Guys. So I get to send these shirts and stuff out to these fighters, thanks to you guys. So for sure, for sure. Thank you guys. Okay, let's take a look. Arpit Singh, I wish I could give you a link, bro, but my computer won't. My computer sucks, so I'm getting a new computer. My computer should be here by the next time I do a live stream. Then I'll be able to send out links and have you guys come on live and do those live collaborations. I'll be able to do live as well because this computer just can't handle it, bro. It can't handle it. It can handle me on here live right now, but it cannot handle a Skype call running on the live. So definitely getting a new computer. Do your thing, BJ. Proud of you. Reggie Tree, man, I appreciate it. Jillian is good people. Yes, Taylor, Jillian is our best friend, for sure. Man, me, Taylor, and Jillian, our interviews are fire, man. Our sessions are fire. Taylor, we can't even call them interviews anymore, bro. Um, we can't even call them interviews anymore, bro. They're just more like video chatting, just a phone call, man. It's crazy. So, guys, yes, guys, I will get these fighter kits sent out, and I will post the pictures of the fighters with their kits, guys. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see these guys getting this. You know, me getting their thing. This is their way. You know, them posting on their social media and stuff when they get my stuff is their way of giving me the exposure in the UK that I've given them in the US. You know what I'm saying? So um, these guys have reached out and told me that they have fans from America now, you know, inboxing them and following them on social media. Like, hey man, I saw your interview on No Filter MMA. Like, that to me. That's like the reward for doing podcasting. Is the little nuggets that get thrown back at you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the fun part of doing it. You know, so I'm excited that we can get these fighter kits sent out, man. Arpit Singh, Coach, use StreamYard. You know, I'm gonna have to try it, Coach, because OBS Studio is garbage. OBS Studio is garbage. Yeah, man. OBS Studio is absolute garbage. So it just runs too hard on my computer, dude, and it slows everything down. Does StreamYard run lighter than OBS Studio? Because OBS is a trip, man. Uh, I think they're gonna shut down the featherweight division. I don't know. Arp is saying now. Dana White made some comments saying that he told the matchmakers to sign these women, to sign featherweights, to get these featherweights going. So I don't. I think that's because I think that the featherweight division is really where Amanda Nunes wants to be. I think that's where she really wants to be. I think she don't want to cut the 135 anymore. That's the rumors. That's what I'm hearing is that Amanda Nunes really don't want to cut to 135. So So if the champion tells them, if Amanda Nunes, the greatest women's mixed martial artist of all time, tells them, okay, all right, now it's time to build a division. I'm pretty sure they'll really build a division around Amanda Nunes. They didn't want to do it around Cyborg, but I'm pretty sure they would do it around Amanda Nunes. Um, for sure, guys, absolutely. So I don't think they're gonna do away with it, man. I think they should do away with the men's flyweight division, even though they get ready to crown a champion. I mean, it is what it is. Um, but I think there's room for both the men's flyweight and the women's featherweight division in the UFC. I know I've said in the past that I don't think there's room for both, but I think there is room for both. If these other promotions can do it, if these other promotions can have this many divisions, then the UFC can have that many divisions as well. So, I mean, they can do it. They can do it, man. No, I haven't seen any fight announcements for featherweight women. I know Megan wants. They'll probably bring somebody in for Megan though. They'll probably bring somebody else in. Bring somebody in for Megan Anderson to fight, or maybe Macy Shaston or B Malecki steps up. So they'll probably do that. Megan will probably have to fight again, and Megan should get a title shot, man. Oh no, no. I mean, I'm not saying that's not impossible, Arpit. Arpit, they may shut it down. You know what I'm saying? But are they gonna let Megan Anderson, Felicia Spence? Are they gonna let them girls go though? Are they gonna let them girls go? That's the question. Are they gonna let them girls go? So Norma Dumont, they gonna let Norma go? I don't think they're gonna let Norma go, bro. So I don't know. I don't know. Women's featherweight is kind of up in the air right now. So, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to get on here and cook with y'all for a little bit today. Get on here and talk some shit. Y'all know how it goes over here at No Filter MMA, of course. Um, but yeah, guys, expect some post-fight discussions to be coming this week. I know my boy Taylor probably wants to do a session. I know my boys from Bloody Canvas MMA probably want to do a session. So I might can get Bloody Canvas, Taylor on together. We've done it before. Get it cooking. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to talk about from UFC 251. And then we got a card coming up Wednesday. So um, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Once again, shout out to Coach Shelton Harrison. Go over to CSH Combat Sports, guys. CSH Combat Sports and subscribe. Huge women's MMA channel. Um, go over to Winning with Taylor Loader, guys. My boy is back. He has a new episode posted. Go over to Winning with Taylor Loader on Spotify, all platforms. He's international. Taylor's like Fight Island out here. You know what I'm saying? He's on all platforms. Arpit Singh, man, shout out to Arpit Singh. Shout out to Reggie the Tree. Shout out to Marcus Bell. Um, Shout out to everybody that came in, guys. I really do. I really do appreciate it, man. Good little cooking session. You know, how to talk about that squirrely judging and Arpit, man, come on, man. Why do you have to go there, Arpit Singh? Arpit Singh, why you gotta go there, man? Stay encouraged. People salute to you, BJ and Coach, and the rest of the chat family. Peace. All right, man. Richard Tree. Arpit Singh, come on, man. I'm sitting here trying to close this thing out, Arpit Singh. You gonna bring up Stylebender, Duck, and Paulo Costa, man? Come on, Arpit. You know he ducking Paulo, man. He don't want that smoke. Izzy don't want that smoke with Paulo, man. He trying to he knows this. And then did you see him see God man, Arpit Singh? Did you see last night, man, when they was interviewing him? He said he start talking about Paulo again last night. My next opponent, Borrachinha. Like, dude, how you gonna get on you knowing everybody's watching UFC 251, man? How you gonna get on there, man? How you gonna get on there and start talking about Paulo when Paulo's people said that you have turned this fight down with him 3 times? You have turned this fight down 3 times. Man, but when Paulo Costa was injured, he savagely called out Paulo. This guy savagely called out Paulo Costa when Paulo Costa was injured and could not fight. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. And then now that Paulo Costa's healthy, this guy has turned down the fight with Paulo. He has turned down the fight with Paulo 3 times. Now somebody's gonna have to explain this now. Somebody's gonna have to give me a reasonable explanation as to why why Izzy turned down the fight with Paulo 3 times. You viciously called him out, called him Ricky Martin, called him Juice Monkey, called him T-Rex when he was injured. You know what I'm saying? You called him all kind of shit. And now that he's not injured, you turned the fight down 3 times. People don't just say that. What reason would Paulo Costa? Thank you, Arpit, saying what reason does Paulo Costa have to lie? Why does he have to lie? He's chomping at the bit for a shot at the belt. Why would Paulo Costa lie about Izzy turning down the fight? Now all of a sudden Paulo Costa's a liar? Come on, guys. When have we ever learned Paulo Costa to lie? When have we ever seen Paulo Costa to be intimidated by anybody? Nobody. Paulo Costa ain't scared of nobody. And Israel Adesanya is playing the Nico role, pushing this fight out, extending this fight out. That's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's stringing this thing out, man. I think he's trying to play mind games with Paulo, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's trying to play mind games with Paulo, trying to flex his muscles to Paulo. But I'm telling you, the fight is inevitable. If eventually, if he doesn't fight Paulo, they're gonna strip him. You know what I'm saying? This fight is the fight. They're both killers in their own ways. Yeah, he want the John Jones fight. Yeah, he want. That's right, Arthur. He wants the John Jones fight, dude. The John Jones fight. The John Jones, dude. Forget about the John Jones fight. Just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? um, hold on, guys. He wants to take that easy fight. You know what I'm saying? Paulo Costa is undefeated. He's a finisher. He's a brawler. He's a powerful striker. You know what I'm saying? And Izzy don't want no parts. And he's a black. And Paulo's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Yeah. You. I think it's got something to do with money, man. Izzy know this is the most dangerous fight, and he want to get paid for. He want to get paid to go in there and get knocked the fuck out because that's exactly what's gonna happen, bro. That's exactly what's gonna happen, Harper. Man, Harper. But listen, man, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take coach's advices and gonna check out this other app, man. I'm gonna come back and cook with y'all at a later date. So I'm gonna close this out, Harper. Man, you guys take care. Good fights. I'll be uploading some video shorts this week, guys, for you guys to comment on. You know, I gotta keep it controversial over here at No Filter MMA. So don't be surprised. You know, I got some good video shorts coming this week. So be on the lookout for them, guys. But once again, guys, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that dislike button. And if you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button. And once again, guys, we have met our $100 t-shirt fund. We have met the goal, the Fighter Kits fund, to ship out all these kits to these fighters. So we did it, guys. We did it. And we out.